just in case people are wondering who they're dealing with, this was under Trump's last presidency. This is how Trump handles knuckleheads, okay? This is why he ain't got to worry about Putin violating the agreement, okay? Look what he did under the last time he was in office. Watch this, y'all.
Punch back.
So you punch back. We have been weak under Joe Biden. And so our adversaries around the globe, big and small, know that they can push us. Go ahead, Wesley, you go. You can talk.
I'm gonna give you my favorite President Trump story.
Mine too.
It's my #1 favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban, while President Trump was still the president,
The Taliban.
President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal.
Yeah.
Meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we'll start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules.
And then what happened? What had happened then? That's what I want to know, Wesley.
It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they were talking to Taliban leadership.
The Taliban?
In the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal.
Okay.
And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, my. Even me, the one with no hair, if you harm one hair on an American, I'm going to kill you. See, that right there. See, that's the leadership. Wait a minute. Y'all telling me he didn't get up there and say, don't. Just don't. And the Taliban said, seems very serious. He said, don't. We can't now. He said, don't. He didn't do that? You mean to tell me he didn't mess around and leave all of those weapons for them to go ahead and figure out how to run and operate and use for their own? No, he didn't do that. He just left it right there. I'll kill you. Okay. but check this out, y'all. Because it appears during this story that the translator was kind of scared. Like, should I say that? Watch this.
And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him.
I love it. Yeah. Maybe the translator thought he was joking or something. Trump was like, you heard what I said? Tell it. And let's see what he told him.
Tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
Sure did.
Did you know for 18 months not a single American was killed in Afghanistan?
Bam!
Sure did.
That's the definition of strength. That's what I'm talking about. And so you can imagine that kind of sentiment being around the world. If we have an embassy in another country, no one's going to touch it because they're going to be fearful that they'll get a Moab on their head. That's how President Trump rolls.
Yeah, that's how President Trump rolls. Not creepy, sleepy with the raggedy pullout, and the Taliban came back in about 11 hours. The Americans pulling out, let's go, everybody. Went straight down. Now, that had to be one of the most gangster. I would have loved to have been in that room. Tell him, go. What? Kill me? Yeah. Okay, that's what I meant. Yeah, tell him. Did you tell him I'm going to kill him? And if he doesn't believe me, here is the paper right there. That's your crib? Okay, there you go. Peace. I'm gone. And nothing happened? What?